Hey guys, this is Chauncey from Good Music to Know, and today I'm joined by the incredibly talented band YUUF, who just released a stunning new instrumental EP called Alma's Cove. This project is deeply calming, atmospheric, and transportive, the kind of music that makes you slow down and fully enter a different space, a sonic journey moving through light, warmth, and introspection, and we are so stoked to have them here today.
That's so sweet. Hey, stoked to be here.
So jumping into Alma's Cove. So since all the tracks are instrumental, like how do you typically begin like composing a piece? Like do you guys sketch out a narrative, follow a feeling, or do you guys just kind of like explore sonically until something sticks?
Honestly, it comes about in a lot of different ways. But I think with Alma's Cove, especially, we kind of wanted to create this physical space, or this feeling of a space you can enter that is this really calming, green, lush space that you were kind of just describing before. And once we kind of had that idea and we started exploring, a lot of our songs are written through jams, or someone will come in with one idea and then we write it all together. Would be kind of guided by this notion that we wanted to feel like it is in this space that you enter as a listener or as someone performing it.
No, for sure. And for this EP, like the first song that we ever wrote was Iman. And as already said, that came from a jam. And then in a way, starting from Iman, we were like, okay, we like this mood. And then we kind of started to talk about this concept that you said, Ari. And then a lot of the other songs came from the balance of like, oh, Iman kind of puts that idea first and foremost. And then we kind of rode within that realm, essentially.
We recorded like the early demos of one in like peaceful. The whole recording of it, and that was very like nature is sort of quite interwoven into it as well.
Yeah. Iman was actually the first song that I heard from the EP. It was on my Spotify Discovery Spotify? No, that's not what it's called. Weekly Discovery. Thank you. Yeah, it was on there, and I was like, "This is amazing." But yeah, that was my first intro track to the EP. It's so good. Yeah. And do you guys find freedom or challenge in like omitting lyrics? How do you ensure that a track still says something without words?
I think it feels very straightforward. It feels quite freeing in a way, at least for me, to not have to worry about that. I've also done like lyrical songwriting besides this project, and I always break my head over it, and I'm like, oh my god, melodies always come first, and they say pretty much everything already, and then I'm trying to basically shoehorn everything into that. I think it's quite freeing for me as an instrumentalist in this band to just let it flow without having to attach words to. I love the idea of having openness in and anyone listening to this tune might put their story into it. It's less limiting in a way.
Yeah. And I think you already answered this question, but I'll still ask it anyway. But so the track list definitely feels like a slow day unfolding. So you have Canopy, and then you have, Open at Noon, and then it goes to Into the Blue. So I'm assuming that was intentional, right? To kind of take you from a day from like maybe sun up, sundown. You can entire transition. Well, that's what I felt like anyway, but yeah.
It's pretty much bang on what we imagined when we did it. We even wrote out like a whole storyline of how you would imagine like someone traveling through that space and through a day, and it ends with the song Into the Blue, as you say, which was kind of a metaphorical way of kind of moving away from that sound a bit as well at the end, and like you're going into the unknown, you're now leaving the cove. Basically, that was the idea with that.
I think a very big element of this entire EP, as the Cove already suggests, is water for us, and water has been a very accompanying element in the writing process as well. As Anthony said, when we recorded Iman for the first time, we literally recorded it about 20 meters away from the coast, from the sea. And this whole world that we tried to create around the Cove word, we imagined like a lagoon. And then at the end of the EP, basically with Into the Blue, with thinking quite literally into the blue, like out into the, when the lagoon basically flows back into the open ocean, into the wide, basically just dispersing into that.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess you can definitely tell that from Into the Blue as well, because it's a bit more mellow, it's a bit more toned down. So yeah, it picked the perfect ending.
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm almost curious for this because like I have friends that are musicians as well that also do maybe just like instrumentals, but I know it can be difficult for them. So the question is like, how do you know when a track is finished? Like sometimes when there's like no vocals to anchor the structure, like how do you know when it's finished? Because Iman or your other songs, to be honest, I could listen to Iman for like 10 minutes long if it just kind of
Oh wow.
like kept going. Like how do you guys say, okay, like it's done, the track is over?
I think it's a mixture of like a feeling you get when it's finished, I think.
Yeah.
Like when we all listen to it together, I think we're all just like, okay, it's there. And obviously there's also the thing of like, we want our songs to be not too long as well. So like having shorter songs that people can sort of consume, and it doesn't just end up being like a 7-minute pop track.
Yeah.
Only, you know,
I
like,
think.
yeah.
No, but like to add to that, before YUUF, we've all been like, you know, we've all been in a lot of bands, usually with vocalists, and we've done a lot of pop bands as well in a way, or whether pop rock or the proper pop or, you know, whatever. And so we've always worked and helped artists to develop songs in a more, you know, pop fashion, like verse, chorus, bridge, chorus type of vibe. And though we don't want to limit ourselves to this type of structure, in a way, we're also, as Anthony says, we want to keep the songs quite short so that we can tell the story of the song without feeling it like it's dragging. Well, hopefully people are not feeling this way, but we try to keep a quite traditional type of structure in a way, but in an instrumental fashion, I guess.
Yeah. It's like, like a good book or something. When you read it, you're not enticed in it. You're not being like, when is this going to end?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a bit interesting in terms of genre, because often people will say that what we play is like jazzy, which I can see, but I think, well, we've heard it a lot at least, and I feel like a main element of jazz is often that you have a head and then improvising, whereas we write more like, now you're saying, how do you know the song's done when you don't have a vocalist to like clear it? But I feel like we try and write very singable melodies and they can be performed by any of us, which is also what I think we all find so fun, that it's not like one person is the main thing, but everyone shares that and everyone gets to be a part of that and take some of that. So it's like, oh, now we've had the melody here, now you're going to have it on the handpan, now we're going to have it on the bass. So there's still quite a clear sort of, I think you could sing most of the songs really, even if there's no lyrics. I hope so, at least.
Yeah, we hope so at least. Yeah.
Other than Hugo's tapping part in Iman.
Is there maybe like a track on the EP that you're like most looking forward to performing live, or just like a favorite for each of you guys individually?
Oh shit, no, I don't know. Okay, I'll say between Iman and Alma's Cove, I'll just say that I love both, and it's great every time we play it live.
You've already taken 2 out of the 5
shit,
songs.
sorry. Well, okay, Iman then.
I think I'll pick Canopy just because it's more of an intro piece. We don't always play it live just because it's very calm. You have to really fit it well into a live set list. But I think because we don't play it that often, maybe it's a special one. I really enjoy playing it. It's very delicate.
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. They're all fun, and they all, for me, are very mood dependent. Like Into the Blue is super fun if I'm in the mood to dance. Iman, if I want to like hug someone, I think it's very good. But it just depends on what time of day it is, really, and what the space around me looks like in that moment.
I like Alma's Cove. Every time we play Alma's Cove live, it's always like, feels quite badass, but in a chill way. It's like yeah, but it's also like
What's yours is Iman, you said? Or which one?
I love Iman and Alma's Cove. Those are my 2 favorites. I mean, to be fair, the whole thing is good, but if I had to like, well, I'm not playing them. I was gonna say if I had to play them, I'm not playing them, but I love those. Yeah. And just curious, like, who are some artists that have influenced you guys over the years, and maybe artists that you find yourself coming back to and listening to? It can be like past artists or present influences.
That's always a tricky one.
I think honestly we're all kind of obsessed with discovering new music, and we kind of always show each other new music and look out for it. So it's really hard to pinpoint one thing, because I genuinely think from song to song, someone will have brought in something and gone, "Oh, this is crazy. I want to try and experiment with something like this." I don't feel like there's one clear sort of main thing.
Should we try? Let's try.
I can try. I can do one. I have you know the band. You know the band?
They're called the band.
Yeah, they're called the band.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for the name. I don't know.
Oh, that's so cool. Every time I have some time off, I just like listen to all their albums. They're just like, It just feel good, sort of like Americana music, but the parts are really cool. It's really melodic, and there's loads of personality, and loads of influence from that. And like their band they feel like a family, and it feels really positive. And it's just nice. It's good. It represents like humanity in a really beautiful way. So, yeah, I'd say that band, the band.
Yeah, I'd say every time I get asked this question, I say Jeff Buckley. I really love Jeff Buckley, even though, he's an incredible guitar player, but people mainly write him for his lyrics and vocals, but also just his melodies on his voice. If you try to transcribe them on guitar, it's always so much fun because he's so creative. And so I love him.
There's a documentary coming out about him, I think.
Yeah, I know. I'm so excited.
Saw it, and it's already been nominated for a ton of awards. The trailer, I saw the trailer for it last week. It looks unreal. It looks really, really, really good. I'm really excited. I think it's coming out in a month or so. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on every Reddit thread trying to be especially before they announced it, I was like, oh my God, there's so many rumors. And I know it got picked up by some festivals and some publishers. So I was just, please, I hope it's getting released. And it is. So I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, it is. I'm very excited. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. It looks really good.
Yeah.
And is there a specific emotional takeaway you hope listeners feel after hearing Alma's Cove?
Groovy and relaxed. With a slightest bit of hip swing, but very relaxed, nothing too sweaty, more like a nice out breath, but it's warm.
Yeah.
That kind of maybe that. Not sure.
Yeah.
Say the most descriptive anything. Not sure.
Not sure. I won't commit to that. I'm not sure.
No, when it's a Sunday morning. Yeah.
And what's next on the agenda for you guys for 2025? So any upcoming gigs or tours?
We can say, who cares?
There's loads of exciting stuff.
No.
We could say
We have a big tour coming up.
yeah.
What?
Yay!
Yeah, big
Oh.
tour. We're gonna be announcing some dates. I mean it's in 2 days, so we can say we're gonna go to the US in November. That's gonna be crazy.
And then Germany
Wow.
as well.
And then
We're coming to Berlin. If you're there
Yay!
or in Amsterdam, we're coming to Amsterdam.
Excited.
Everyone listening, if you live in some place, we might swing by. So check it out.
Yeah, we're doing a big North American and European tour in November, early December.
yeah, it's gonna be sick.
Oh,
And with maybe more songs. What? Did I say that? No.
What do you mean?
What?
Actually,
Like you can't
I'm
say-
looking at your hat. Sorry, I'm looking at your hat. We're going to LA as well for the first time in our lives. Exciting.
oh,
Yes.
wow. Hope one of you can drive if you go to LA. You will 100% need a car because transportation is non-existent there.
Okay. Yeah.
It's so big. LA is so big.
Just a
But yeah,
heads up.
yeah.
There's no such thing as buses or they're not really. And the
Yeah, I
buses
think-
are scary. The first time I ever rode a bus was when I moved to Europe.
Oh damn. Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. So just make sure you're prepared for that.
And
Yeah.
you can't walk anywhere either because it's so
God, no. You'll get hit by a car or people will think you're homeless or just.
Right.
They'll
And
think-
New
they'll
York?
think-
done.
New York, you can walk. Or did you say New York, right?
Yeah,
No,
New
New
York.
York- No, New York, you don't need a car. It's crazy to have a car. But LA, you definitely need a car. To go just a few miles takes an hour. So you need a car.
Yeah, it's wild.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
I went 3 days in LA, and my only memory of it was spending it in the car.
In a car.
It was just not enough time. To be in
Wow.
LA.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, those are the main questions I have for you. But are there any final words that you would like to leave your fans and listeners with?
Thank you for listening. You're amazing.
We love you.
We hope to see you soon in person as well.
Yeah. Come say hi at gigs. We're always keen to meet anyone for an after party beer or whatever. So don't be shy. We don't bite. Maybe we do.
No, we don't. We don't. We're very nice. Very straight.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're just grateful that we're able to make music as well.
Yeah, it's great.